Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome again to the next session of science. So this is your chapter 2, lesson number 1. So my dear students, today we're going to start from your textbook page number 92. So please everyone open your textbook page number 92. Here the topic that is about how do organisms reproduce asexually. So that is our today's topic, and we will discuss here a couple of new things as that the types, you can say that, or the methods, different types of methods that have for asexual reproduction going on in them. So let's start this one. First of all, there are several methods of asexual reproduction shared variety of organisms. Okay, so this asexual reproduction, you know very well, with the only one parent can able to give birth or can able to reproduce new or upcoming offsprings. Okay, all forms of asexual reproduction eliminate the need of for an organism to find a mate. Number one, so you should understand about this. They all produce genetic copies. What it means, genetic copies, just like a photocopy, okay, or you can say that just like a Xerox of the parent organism, because you know very well, for example, if you have one bacteria here like this, and that after asexually reproduction, it will split into one. Splitting means divide. So this one is here, and the second part of this bacteria will comes here. After that, they are again able to reproduce again this form and this way. So topic here that we're going to discuss in detail, that is about the splitting. So let's see what is splitting and what happened in it. So you know very well about the asexual reproduction. So let's see this. First is splitting. Most unicellular. What is the meaning of uni? Uni mean one cellular protists and bacteria reproduce simply by splitting. What is the meaning of splitting? Splitting means divide. Okay, when you're going to divide something, for example, that is a bar, you're going to cut it into equal half, okay, or a piece of bread that you have, and you're going to divide it, okay, so you get two pieces. Understand? One this, and second is this one. Okay, my dear, thank you very much. Okay, into two cells, one cell divided into two. Before splitting, the organism copies the or its own genetic material. What it means? Genetic material mean to say its nucleus, DNA, chromosomes, whatever the material that take the information, that have the information. First, it copies these main materials. Okay, the two new offsprings organisms will then have a copy of the genetic material they need to carry out life processes. Some bacteria can divide it into two new organisms every 10 to 20 minutes. In the new form of the cells they originated during this process named as splitting. This even the bacteria, and it tells you this process after, or you can say that within 10 to 20 minutes, the new cell is able to reproduce again. For example, this is a first or parent cell. Okay, it divide into two cells like this way. Okay, and after 10 minutes, they both able to divide again. Okay, and they again give two more new bacteriums. Okay, that the time taken is only 10 to 20 minutes. So you can imagine and understand from here the speed, how this quickly reproduction, which as splitting is going on in the organism. So after that, I'm going to take you on the link So please, everyone, open the link that just I you the students. They just join the meeting. For them, I'm going to send the link again. So please, everyone, open this link. When you open this link, the window will pop up you here. So let's see these things here one by one. First of all, the question is here: how many types of asexual reproduction? So that is your question, like this: how many types, or you can say that the methods, how organisms reproduce asexually. Okay, asexually. So here mention like splitting or binary fission, same thing, budding, vegetative propagation, and runners. So few things, not all, we discuss here, only few things, not all. Keep it in your mind. For example, we there are many, but we just discuss about splitting and budding. So the first thing here, you can see that this one, first one is here. It's just for the information. Okay, that is not mentioned in your syllabus. So the first is regeneration. Okay, so for example, this organism, you can say, as divided into two halves. So in this way, when it splits into two or it's divide, it can regenerate its lower part. This one, this can regenerate its lower part, and the lower part that is also divided, it can regenerate the upper part. This also a type of asexual reproduction. Now second is budding. In this we will discuss this one in detail. So during budding, what happened, my dear students, the cell, you can see here, it's just start to give a bud. Okay, or here a bird is start to grow, then this bird will separate or detach from the organism and start to grow same like its parent body. This is the third, and we name as binary fission, or you know very well that is a type of splitting in which it give or it divide into equal two parts, and it's divide into two parts, that we name as binary fission. So these mostly happen in animals. Now this one about the vegetative propagation, that first is the sporulation, in which the spores are spread and they start to grow new plants. Then the runners and the other, inshallah, we will discuss them one by one. So now I'm going to explain you again about the splitting, or you can say as binary fission. So let's see this one. Here you can see that this cell of amoeba, that is a unicellular organism. What happened, my dear? First, it's just going to share its nucleus, and it divides its nucleus into two equal halves, because all the information that is present in the nucleus, so that will in this way divide into daughter two cells. Okay, from one to you get two, that is binary. Okay, binary fission, in which it's divide into equal two halves with total number or with all the information that the parent cell have here. Okay, my dear. So till here, if you have any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, type no in the chat. Everyone quickly. Well done. Very nice. Excellent, my dear. That's great. Okay. Now, after understanding splitting, that's good. Well done. Thank you very much. The second type of reproduction, asexual, that's named as budding. So what is budding? As I already just explained you, now let's discuss in detail. For example, here you can see that is a parent body of Hydra. Okay, this complete. So what it do? It just start to give birth, or you can say that a small projection is coming out from its body. This small part named as bud. So this bud start to grow same like its parent body, and when it will be able to just you can say that start its own life processes and able to live alone, it can be detached from here in most cases. Okay, so this will start to grow same like its parent body. So let's see in detail some organisms such as cnidarians, sponges, and some fungi can reproduce through budding. During budding, a small part of the parent body. So this is your parent body, okay, this one. That is your parent body grow into a tiny and complete version. This one, this is a small, tiny and complete version of the parent. In some cases, the bud breaks, mean to say detach off from the parent organism and continue to grow in other organisms such as corals. It gives you the example, the newly formed bud remain attached to the parent. Okay, so this tells you here about the budding in the hydra. So after this, I'm going to take you back on the screen where we have going to know about budding in little bit more detail and another example. So you can see here during the budding, what happened in budding, new individuals split off from existing ones. So this one is the existing one and that is your new one. Okay, so when this bud comes out, it will detach from the parent body. So about budding, my dear students, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no in the chat. Yes, Mr. Saif, please, you can ask.
Like now, the budding, it will be big and it will give another budding, yeah?
Yes.
The parent.
Yeah, same like its parents. Yes, well done.
Like the plant when when the plant make when it is grow, she makes a leaves, but
Yes,
that she makes, yeah, like the
yes,
leaves.
yes, thank you very much. Yes, like this. But here we discuss this in animals. Okay. Yes, Awad, Mr. Awad Abdullah. Yes, my dear. Please, Mr. Awad.
So, Mr. This, what's called
Budding.
the body? Yeah, it is animal like this, or
Yes. In animals are also in some plants, they
it
give
is
buds and that start to grow.
she animal, animal.
Yes, yes, my dear. Yes, Hydra.
Okay.
Okay, now after that, we move to page number 93. Here we have other forms of asexual reproduction. So that is your textbook page number 93. Here we're going to discuss about the other form of asexual reproduction in animals. Some species of fish, insects, frogs, and lizards go through asexual reproduction in different ways. So what are these ways? Let's to see them. The females of these animals produce eggs. You know very well, from male, we get sperm, okay? And from female, what we get? We get egg. These are sex cells. So normally these eggs would be fertilized by male sex cell. During sexual reproduction, they both join and give a fertilized individual. But in some cases, fertilization never take place. So what happened? The egg just developed into a new animal without fertilization. Understand, my dear? Only the egg. This egg gives the new developed offspring, okay, without fertilization. For example, when queen honeybees lay eggs, some are fertilized and other are not. So now I'm going to take you on the screen where you should understand more well about this type of fertilization or asexual reproduction. So you can see here in front of you, you have saw this chart very well. Just give me only 1 minute. Then I will let you to speak. So here, these the female bees. Okay, so female bees give eggs. Okay, sex cells. Now here also female bee, what it gives? Eggs, laying eggs, and the male bees, what they give? Sperms. Understand? Now these eggs without fertilization. Look what have mentioned.
Yes, sir.
No fertilization. Thank you very much, my dear. no fertilization here. And without fertilization, you get the new individuals. But in this case here, and in these new individuals, these eggs and these sperms join together, same like sexual reproduction, and you get new individual after fertilization. So this process is going on in the honeybees, in some frog, in some fish. Okay, so these are the example of the organism. Yes, my, why you raise your hand?
Teacher,
Yes, my dear.
I can read.
No, today I am just let to first explain, then I will give you chance. Okay, till here we understand about the honeybees. Now the last part of this lesson here, or this topic, that is about the vegetative propagation. What is this? Now after understanding animals, we are going to discuss about the plants. So the first thing that tells us here, that is about plants can undergo a form of asexual reproduction like vegetative propagation. What it's mean is sexual reproduction in plants that produce new plants from where? From leaves, from roots, or stem. So before we know that sexual reproduction, we get fertilized cell like seed, but here we get during asexual reproduction in this method from leaves, from roots, or stems. Many plants commonly reproduce this way by producing runners. So what are runners? Runners are plant stems. What are these? These are plant stems that lie on or under the ground and sprout up as new plants. So now I'm going to take you back on the runner, so you can see this link here, so you easily understand about this. Now what are these things? So vegetative propagation, here you can see the couple of other examples also. So first I'm going to read this form of method or type. During this, what happened, my dear students? Part of a plant, which one? Root, stem, leaf, grows into a new plant. You can see here, new plant is exactly, you can say that like the parent plant, because you know very well during asexual reproduction, the new or the upcoming things or the organisms similar or identical to their parents. So it is seedless fruits and vegetables are reproduced this way. It is fast, easy, and usually very useful. Can occur artificially or naturally. You can do it with yourself, or by nature it can be going on. So the last part here, naturally runners like tubers, bulbs. So these are the examples. So artificially you can say that with the help of cutting and grafting. So now let's see to know about runners. What are runners and how we're going to understand this one? Runners are plant stems. So you can see here, this the plant stem. From one plant it's go to the other plant, and from here it's going to start grow in a new plant, okay, that lie on or under the ground and put up new plants. Here it's give you the example of the strawberry plant, spans, trees, ferns, and most grasses. That is very common example, can reproduce using runners. So you can see here, these runners give the new plant. Yes, my dear Muhammad Adris, why you raise your hand?
Yes, Mr. I didn't understand the runners.
Runners, it's very easy. Just stay with me. I'm going to take you back on your textbook page number 93. So I'm going to read from here. What is actually a runner and what happened during this? are plant stems that lies on or under the ground. These are the plant stem. For example, that is the plant. Okay, it's growing here like this. These the stems that they have. What happened? These stems are growing, and after a distance they start to grow into new plant. Okay, so these are their roots, and here these are their roots. These are the stems. So like the grasses, you know, the grasses, if you put somewhere a small part or a little bit few grasses, they start to spread everywhere in the ground. Why? Because their stems have the ability to reproduce asexually with this property, or you can say that due to this method that we name as runners. So till here, my dear students, if you have any question, please you can raise your hand, otherwise type no. Everyone quickly. Yes, Mr. Saif. Yes, my dear.
Wallah, Mr. Okay, Wallah. If I can give you 1 million, I will give you.
For what?
Wallah, you are best, Mister.
Thank you very much. You also a good student. Thank you very much. I don't want money. I need your prayers. Okay. Don't forget me in your prayers, especially.
Wallah, I understand everything.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. I want to become a good scientist, good engineer, doctor, whatever you want in your life. I pray for my all students they become. Yes, Mr. Rawad.
Mister,
Yes, sir.
I didn't understand.
From where?
From the
From the runners?
no.
Then what?
Go back.
Oh my God, I wanna go forward. Okay, don't worry. I recorded this all. So after that, I'm going to repeat this again. Okay, don't worry. I will repeat again. Just stay with me. Now, after that, we have the last part of this lesson, that is about the comparison, where we're going to compare between sexual and asexual reproduction. So please, everyone, open your textbook page number 94. So on your textbook page number 94, everyone, please open your textbook. Now I'm going to explain this one. Hurry up. So how do sexual and asexual reproduction compare? Okay, the comparison between them. Let's see. You might wonder why some organisms reproduce sexually while others reproduce asexually. Asexual reproduction is convenient. What it means? An organism that reproduces asexually does not have to depend on others. So that is the first thing you can say that the advantage. It can lie in isolation, mean to say separate, and still reproduce. Organisms that produce asexually tend to be well suited to their environment, okay, and produce equally well suited offspring. Like someone who already lived in one space or one place, he gives the birth, the new ones, they also like that place, okay. So why do organisms bother with sexual reproduction? If asexual is good, then why we need to go towards sexual? So one major advantage of sexual reproduction is it promotes variety, mean to say change in the species, because how you can see that one dog is not like its parent, a cat is not similar to its parent, same like us. Like my father is not similar like my grandfather, and I am not like my father. So the same thing you can observe, you are not similar to your parent. There are few characteristics that are similar, but not all. So sexual reproduction can give rise to offspring that are better suited to environment changes than parents. So this is also the advantage during the sexual reproduction. After that, the next one is here, the offspring produced are not identical to either parent. So in sexual reproduction, the offspring are not same or similar like their parents. Some are smaller, larger, or faster than others. For example, the ability to run fast is an advantage for some organisms, such as mice. Slower mice are more likely to be captured. So if a mice can't run fastly, what happened? The cat can easily capture this one and eaten by other animals, okay, such as owl or snakes. Faster mice might survive more because it can run very fastly, frequently than slower mice. Over time, faster mice will reproduce and pass on this trait to their offspring. So my dear students, still here, if you have any question, please raise your hand, otherwise type no in the chat. Everyone quickly. Okay, well done, very nice. Thank you. Thanks, my dear. Thanks. It's okay. Okay, my dear. Okay.